What is something that secretly freaks you out? Walking into a new class where you don't know anyone? Opening your report card when you know it's not going to be really great? Or maybe hearing a loud noise in dark when you're home alone? Or maybe hearing cracker sound in the middle of the night? We all have what if fears swirling in our head, isn't it? What if I mess up? What if I people laugh? What if somebody says this thing? What if I fail? But here is the twist, my dear friends. Fear is not our enemy. Hiding from fear is actually our enemy. And that is where our today's goddess comes on day 7. So, welcome, my dear friends. Today is day 7, and let's meet goddess Kalaratri and learn more important life lessons which are applicable even in this modern age from her. So, let us get into the real story. As I already mentioned, let us meet Ma Kalratri, our goddess Kalratri. She is the most fiercest, powerful one who destroys darkness and negativity. At first, her appearance might feel scary with dark skin, black color skin, wild hair going all around, red color, bright lightning in her eyes, and a fearless form. But remember, she is the one who removes fear, not the one who causes it actually. By seeing her, if you get scared, you don't know how to remove the fear from you. She is the one who teaches us that the only way out of fear is through it. Back in the day, when demons were spreading terror all over the place, people literally couldn't even step out of their houses without feeling unsafe. Then comes our goddess Kalratri. She didn't sugarcoat anything. She didn't wear a very calm, smiley mask. In fact, she is not calm in her demeanor. She charged straight at the darkness and said, "Not today. You cannot scare people anymore. Today is your end." She defeated the most scariest demons heads on. Now, think about your own life as a teen. Maybe you fear being judged if you try something new. Maybe you fear failing an exam or letting your parents down. Or maybe it's a silent fear of not fitting in or not being good enough. Maybe it's a fear of not having a crush when whereas all your other peers are having it. If she were around today, she'd be the teen who says, "Yeah, my grades dipped, but I'm not quitting. I'll bounce back in the next exam." She'd be the one who actually stands up when a friend is being bullied, even if everyone else is staying silent. She'd post her singing video online, even if trolls show up, because she knows those their words don't define her. She'd walk into the dark room like, "Chill guys, I have this torchlight in my mobile." So, Kalratri's vibe is fear exists, but it doesn't get to control me. She says, "Don't run from fear. Let's face it heads on." Here is an example you can imagine. Imagine you're terrified to an audition for the school play because your voice might crack or you may forget the lines. But the moment you step onto the stage, even with the shaky legs, you already won because you didn't let your fear control you. uh, let us say you're scared of speaking up against unfair treatment, maybe in the school or maybe in the house, maybe somebody else is getting bullied. It takes guts, real guts to stand up. But that's exactly what Kalratri's energy is all about: protecting others, standing tall, and breaking the silence. Maybe you're facing the fastest bowler in your circle. You heard so many ruthless stories about him and worried that his bouncer might come and hit your head. But the moment when the fast bowler is taking the ball in his hands and walking up to the other end of the wicket, you your legs didn't go into turn into jelly as you imagined to be. But you place your legs firmly on the ground and scoop his ball to the boundary line. Or you would have just defended it because you really use the power which you got from Goddess Kalratri. You are facing your fears heads on. So In her story, Kalaratri Devi fought the terrifying demons that spread darkness and fear, as we already knew, right? She didn't hesitate, she didn't hide. She was fierce, wild, and unstoppable. And that is what I expect you guys to become. That's the energy she is bringing into your life, and that is what we need to learn from her today. So, next time, whenever the fear whispers, you cannot do this, you're not fit to be doing this is not for you. Answer with Karl Rathri's role. Yes, I can, and I will. I will show you. So, how do you bring her energy, fearless energy, into your real life? In your class, when your hands shake while submitting the presentation or submitting your homework, you still do and go ahead and do it. You're learning from her energy. In sports, you bowl a short ball and batsman sends your ball to boundary. You don't go down. In fact, you get her energy, you get the energy from her vibe, and you bowl the next ball without flinching. That's called fearlessness, and that might even get you your much needed wicket. Who knows? When your friend says, try this one or try that one, do this, do that, you know that is not good for you. That is going against the values which your parents have taught you. So you say to them in a calm and strong voice, saying, I don't want to do that. Even if your friends tease you, saying boring, you're a very weak person, you don't want to try out anything, you're not adventurous, you just keep quiet and repeat your words once again and walk out from that situation. That is the fearlessness which you're exhibiting from Kalaratri Devi. At home, telling your parents honestly that I made a mistake, I messed it up, but I will fix it up. Maybe I might need your help from here and there. That's the fearless honesty which your parents will appreciate. How do you tell yourself before applying a competition, before applying for a leadership role, or even before applying to the your much desired college? You think it might be too big for me. This piece of cake is too big for me. I might not be able to chew it. No, you say yes, it is too big, but let me try it out. What if I try it out, I might get it. But if I don't try it out, I will never know whether what am I capable of. Remember, fearlessness doesn't mean you don't feel fear. It means you feel the fear, but you walk forward anyways. So that's a important lesson from Goddess Kalaratri Devi. What is your activity for today? Write down one fear you have been avoiding, be it with a big or small as walking on a dark alley. Maybe it's picking up in the class or going for a swimming class or trying out a new dance form. Anything, one small activity. And write down one tiny step which you can take today to overcome that fear. Every time you face your fear, you level up. It's like beating the boss fight in your favorite game. You come out stronger, isn't it, in all your video games? So that's what you should do. And it's time for our affirmation, my dear friends. Say it with me loud and clear. I face my fears. I walk through the darkness with courage. I face my fears and I walk through the darkness with courage. That's day 7 for today. Tomorrow, let's meet another goddess who shows us that calmness and peace are also powerful weapons. Interesting, isn't it? So let's meet tomorrow. Take care till then. Bye bye.